What's up, everyone? We're back in part 2 of this Pokemon Silver walkthrough, and we're going to continue on Route 29 now. I'm going to collect what is one more item that I can right now, unfortunately. If I check the Pokegear, it's Monday at 5:23 p.m. Actually, it's 5:24 in real life. There it is. It's not Tuesday. I want to see Tuscany on Tuesday, but Tuscany's not here, so I can't get the pink bow right now, so I'm going to have to come back at a later date. Off screen, as I warned you, I like to grind up my Pokemon. Gatorade, which is my Totodile, if you don't remember, is up to level 13 already. It's jacked. It learned Rage and Water Gun off screen. It learned Rage at level 7, Water Gun at level 13. So you learn, halfway decent moves pretty early on. I wanted to get up to Water Gun, and I just did some grinding. I figure it's easy to grind your Pokemon up at the beginning. So might as well take care of that right now. So I can't go up that way. There is the ledge, and I need to get that berry still. I did get that potion in the in the northwest corner of Route 29. And like I said, we'll be getting the repels and using the repels when I'm able to. And I will be catching these Pokemon, the Pidgeys, the Rattatas, the whatnots. So we'll be getting to that later. But I don't have the ability to even have Pokeballs. So right now, I could go up to Route 46. Which is through this gate. I'll talk to the guys in here, I guess. Different kinds of Pokemon appear past here. If you want to catch them all, you have to look everywhere. Let's see. So you can't climb ledges, but you can jump down from them and take a shortcut. North of Route 46 is Blackthorn City. A couple routes before that, but is Blackthorn City essentially. I wanted to take a break, so I already talked to you. So later on, you'll be able to come down from Blackthorn City to Route 29 if you so desire. I don't really have a need to do that right now, and I can't do that, so we're not going to worry about that. Here is a Sentret, and we're just going to ignore this guy, move on from here. And in this video, I plan on getting to see Mr. Pokemon. I'm waiting for Pokemon that appear only at night, which is a nice feature about the second generation, and here is the first berry. Another addition to second generation is obviously picking up the berries, and then it's expanded on. In the third generation, pretty seriously, pretty heavily. You can actually replant your trees, as you probably know. But one of the nice additions is that you can catch different types of Pokemon different times of the day. It gives a different element to the game, kind of gives a different personality. See those ledges? It's scary to jump off of them. But you can't go to Newark Town without walking through the grass. But you can. And like the first generation, there's always a guy that seems to be scared of those ledges, unfortunately. So, we're going to Route 29, Cherrygrove City. So this is the first town we're going to run into. It's not too big, and it's kind of synonymous with Viridian City, even though it doesn't have a gym, and Oakdale Town. So we're going to talk to this guy who is so friendly, and you'll see why. You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. That's okay. Everyone is a rookie at some point. If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Sure. Okay then, follow me. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. Though you'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. Not too much to learn about there. This is a Pokemon Mart. They sell balls for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items, which I would like to have right now. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling their prized Pokemon there. Prized Pokemon like Rattatas and Pidgeys. Wow, that's not prized. This is the sea. As you can see, some Pokemon are found only in water. I can't see that whatsoever. It just looks like a invisible line there. Here, it's my house. Thanks for your company. Let me give you a small gift. It's actually not that small. I mean, its size maybe. Brock's Pokegear now is a map. Pokegear becomes more useful as you add cards. I wish you luck on your journey. So he's nice enough to give us that map, which will guide us. Not that I need too much of a guide, but in case you're a rookie Pokemon Silver player, and everybody's rookie at some point, as he said, you can use it. When you're with Pokemon, going anywhere is fun. I would agree. I mean, a world in which you can capture Pokemon and train them is just an awesome world. You'd always be entertained, I'd have to say. Pokemon gain experience in battle and change their form, but going to school, going to work would be another thing. Pokemon change? I would be shocked if one did that, which is obviously evolution. So this is Cherrygrove, the city of cute, fragrant flowers. And I never understood why those are flowers right there. The dancing petals. They must be getting some just scrumptious sunlight coming in on them. When I was a wee lad, I was hotshot trainer. Here's a word of advice. Catch lots of Pokemon. Treat them all with kindness. And I don't really know the time between the first generation and the second generation, but the first generation was the dawn of Pokemon. Probably wasn't, but let's say it was. That wouldn't make sense. Guy Gent's house. So he even has his own placard outside his house. How pathetic. Cherrygrove City, filled with arrogance, not fragrance. Mr. Pokemon's house is still farther up ahead, which we will see in a little bit. And there's Shirtless Man. Okay, you're trying to see how good you are as a Pokemon trainer. You better visit the Pokemon gyms all over Johto and collect badges. When I get older, I'm going to be a gym leader. I make my Pokemon battle with my friends to make them tougher. Isn't that what they all say? I'm going to battle with my friends. Anyways, here in Cherrygrove Town, not too much trivia I wanted to bring out for you guys, but there are Cherrygrove City, excuse me. There are 2 items you can get. You can get the map card, which I obviously already took care of, and you can get Mystic Water, which is out there. You see that guy chilling out on the ledge, Lonely Hermit out there? Yes, that is where you can get Mystic Water, which beefs up your water type moves, and water type Pokemon essentially. So we're going to talk to these people. The communication center upstairs was just built, but they're still finishing up. If you remember in the first generation, there's only 1 level to each Pokemon Center. It's great. I can store any number of Pokemon, and it's all free. Just referring to Bill's PC. That PC is free for any trainer to use, which is pretty cool. You got a communal. I'm not going to go to the mart right now because I cannot get anything quite yet, or that I want quite yet. So I'm just going to keep heading through here. Run into some more random Pokemon. And here, this is Route 30 as the guide Jen described for us, or laid out for us. You can run into, I'm going to just point out the new Pokemon as I move on to a second route. If we've already ran into Pokemon that you will also see on the next route, I'm not going to highlight those guys. I'm just going to highlight the new Pokemon. You can catch Weedles, not Caterpies or Metapods as you can in Gold, but Weedles in Silver. And right here is a berry. And there are 2 berries on Route 3, so we're going to be stocking up on berries as we go along here. You can get a Weedle level 3 to 4. It's a 50% occurrence rate. 50% occurrence rate in the morning, and then a 50% or 35% occurrence rate during the daytime. So you're going to run into a lot of them. You know, Pokemon eat berries. Well, my Pokemon got healthier by eating berries. Here, I'll share one with you. So this cleans up our berry business here. No more berries for us here on the route unless we wait till next day. And they just drop right off, like you said. We can also get a Poison Cure berry as well, so we're going to be looking for our 3rd berry here. Just mixing all the berries. Going back to the Pokemon. One interesting Pokemon that you can run into, and there's a Weedle, that you can run into is the Ladybug. I mean, if you want to spice things up and get an interesting bug-type Pokemon, I personally am not a huge fan of the bug types. Even though they get somewhat high-leveled pretty quickly, lower stages in their evolution, or not evolution, but their growth. Mr. Pokemon's house is a bit further ahead, and they evolve pretty early on. Their Ladybug especially has a terrible learn set, so I'm not going to be venturing into using the Ladybug. You can also get Kakunas as you expect. The Ladybug, by the way, is only accessible in the morning to level 3, 30% occurrence rate during the morning. So we're just going to continue to head north. You can also get Kakunas level 4, which is a 10% occurrence rate in the morning. And then Kakunas level 4 to 5, 15% occurrence rate in the morning. So here's our Poison Cure Berry, That kind of annoyed me as I played through this game. It's like, it's not that it's lazy, it's just, it's not aesthetic. I don't like looking at this long, strewn out word that is just coagulated with letters. So, there should be a potion in there. There we go. Once again, this is the flower bed, so if you ever see these referred to as flower beds, this is what they're referring to. It's not like Goldenrod City where there are actually flowers in the city. It's just a crappy representation of the flowers. So this is Mr. Pokemon's house, as the sign will say. Mr. Pokemon's house. And we're going to see 2 friends in here. Hello, you must be Brock. Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Brock received Mystery Egg. So, what are we going to get through this mystery egg? Why didn't Misty tell us? In the key pocket. I know a couple who run a Pokemon daycare service. They gave me that egg. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that. If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm will know it. And Professor Oak just jumps out of the chair, or standing up, I guess. Oak, haha! So you're Brock. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's that? A rare Pokemon. Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. He saw that you would treat our Pokemon with love and care. Ah, you seem to be didn't read that word. How would you like to help me out? Maybe it's dispensable? See, this is the latest version of POKEDEX. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. So here's our Pokedex. Useless. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokedex. But I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Brock, I'm counting on you. So don't listen to his radio show. Word of advice for you. You're returning Professor Elm. Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Why, thank you, fine sir. Mysterious coat. I'm depending on you. What happened to your computer here? You get spilled coffee over it? It's the same color as your desk. Unless you wanted to camouflage in there. And I never understood these wires. It kind of looks like guts or intestines or something like that. So I'm not a fan of those wires. Not at all. Just to say. You can also get a, we're going to get a call right here. You can get a red scale, or using a red scale from the red Gyarados, you can get capture later on. Lake of Rage, you can get an experience share as well from Pokemon. Mr. Pokemon. Hello, Brock. It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no! Please get back here now. So the first time I played this game, I was actually kind of concerned, and I thought that I would be penalized and Professor Elm would be penalized if I didn't make it back in time. Wrong. You can dawdle back here as long as you want. Nothing's going to happen to Professor Elm, nothing's going to happen to you, nothing's going to happen to your game, so don't worry about it, it's not urgent at all. And I thought it's funny, you know, Mr. Pokemon's like, you know, or Professor Oak's like, you know, we both think Pokemon are friends. Well, they're not food. Taking a line out of Bruce, a little Finding Nemo reference there. I'm just going to bring it up at the time. But goodbye, Weedle. I don't want to see you right now. I'm not in Viridian Forest. We're not playing a Generation 1 Throwback Day either, so no need to see you. So I'm just going to skip over some of the grass up ahead right here, and I'm going to jump over these scary ledges. Oh no, I'm alive still. Thank goodness. And I'm going to head east and run into my first trainer battle, rival battle, in this entire game. You got a Pokemon at the lab? What a waste. A wimp like you? Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. So he's a rival. Question marks cubed will be his name for right now. And he's got his red hair. Looks like he just got out of the stove, the fire pit, and he's burning up right now. Which, not his Pokemon. If I was Chikorita, as his Pokemon would be burning up as well. And Chikorita's got an interesting green mouth there. He's had a lemon lime popsicle, and as you would expect, Water Gun will not be effective against Chikorita, but my Scratch will dominate this Chikorita. Be able to take this Chikorita out in 2 moves. There we go, unless for some reason Chikorita got mad speed all of a sudden. And that is it. So we're going to get a good chunk of experience points. Kind of negligible though. Humph. Are you happy you won? Of course I am. My name's... I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Well, I don't know if that was really a kick or a shove. I didn't feel it, though. Cup check. Alright. Anyways. I'm going to head east now. Past her. And we're going to jump over that ledge. Head through this little narrow opening. I don't really know how that was created unless the forest... the Route 29 Park Ranger cleared the way. And we're going to head over to Professor Elm because it's all urgent and, you know, I mean, if I don't get here in time, my rival will have his head. I heard a Pokemon was stolen here. I was just getting some information from Professor Elm. Apparently, it was a young male with long red hair. What? You battled a trainer like that? Did you happen to get his name? Alright, so as I did in my first generation game walkthrough, I did Pokemon Blue. I named my rival Red. So I'm going to name this guy Gold. Just because I'm sticking with the trend here. We don't like gold. Not greedy. And I don't have any funny name to throw out there. So we're just going to stick with Gold. That's kind of, you know, supporting him, but that does, he serves Gold. It's his idol, so it's kind of fitting. I can tell. He's not in it for the Pokemon. He's not in it for being the best of all time. He's in it for the moolah. Gold was his name. Thanks for helping my investigation. So, Professor Elm, you gotta thank me? Brock, this is terrible. Yes. What was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? So he hands it to me. This? He flies back through the window. But is it a Pokemon egg? If it is a great discovery. Professor Oak gave you a Pokedex, Brock. Is that true? That's incredible. He is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Wow, Brock, you may have what it takes to become the Pokemon champion. You seem to be getting on great with Pokemon 2. You should take the Pokemon Challenge. The closest gym would be the one in Violet City. Brock, the road to championship will be a long one. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom. Really? Really? I just got worked up. It's potentially the biggest thing in Pokemon history. Taking the second season of Pokemon to the top, to the title town, but I have to talk to my mom or else I'll fail. Is that ironic or is it just pathetic? I don't know. So here is one of his his aides, Professor Elm's aides, useless aide, Brock. Use these on your Pokedex quest. Got my Pokeball. To add to your Pokedex, and you got 5, so that's a pretty hefty amount. To add to your Pokedex, you have to catch Pokemon. Throw Pokeballs at wild Pokemon to get them. Brock put the Pokeball in the ball pocket, so it's kind of deceiving. We didn't just get 1 Pokeball. We got 5, so we took care of 2 of the items here in the Professor Elm's laboratory. Later we'll get a couple more items, but that is not to be worried about right now. So how much time do I have remaining? Well, enough time to go see my mother, see what she has cooking up at the his owl. How you doing, Mom? Wow, that's a cute Pokemon. Where did you get it? So you're leaving on an adventure. Okay, I'll help too. But what can I do for you? I know, I'll save money for you. On a long journey, money's important. Do you want me to save your money? Sure. Okay, I'll take care of your money. You know, I'm irresponsible, so I'm leaving it in all your hands. Be careful. Pokemon are your friends. You need to work as a team. Now go on. So you can be my stockbroker too? My Meals on Wheels? No. Unfortunately, no. So I'm just going to leave her forever. Unless I need my money. That's how I treat my mom. That's how mothers are treated in the realm of Pokemon. And before I jump back onto this route and begin catching my array of Pokemon, which includes Pidgeys, which includes a Sentret, Rattata, Hoothoot, Sparrow, Heracross, eventually an Apom. Not Napalm, Apom. I'm going to call it a day. So that is it for part 2 of this Pokemon Silver walkthrough. I know it's less than eventful, to say the least, but we did get some crap done. And I'll see you guys in part 3.